When my son, Daniel, approached me asking for $100,000, I didn't say yes, nor did I say no. I told him I'd think about it. He said it was to invest in a business idea his wife, Madison, had been pushing. But something about it felt off. Daniel had always been the grounded one. Quiet, methodical, smart with money. So when he started parroting Madison's half-baked startup pitch like a robot, I knew she had a deeper hold on him than I'd realized. I told him to give me a few days. He left the house disappointed. Madison didn't even bother calling to follow up. 2 mornings later, I stopped by their house unannounced. I brought Daniel his favorite pastry. Madison greeted me at the door with that rehearsed smile, already holding a cup of coffee she claimed she made just the way I like it. Odd, since she never once paid attention to my coffee habits. I thanked her but barely touched it. Something about the smell was strange, sweet, almost medicinal. I excused myself to the restroom and quietly poured it down the sink. From the hallway, I overheard her speaking on the phone. Her voice was low, seductive, and the words chilled me. I'm telling you, once his dad hands over the money, we're gone. He'll think it's for the business. Idiots, too, and love to question anything. I froze. I recognized the sound of ice cubes clinking. The same sound Daniel's coffee made every morning. My stomach dropped. I left immediately, pretending not to have heard a thing. That evening, I called Daniel and asked him to come over alone. No Madison. He came, looking tired, a little pale even. He said his stomach had been acting up lately. When I gently asked about his relationship, he insisted everything was fine. Madison had been extra sweet lately, cooking, making his coffee daily, massaging his temples at night. I asked him if he trusted her. His silence said everything. I didn't need a lab test to confirm what I feared, but I got one anyway. I'd saved a bit of her coffee in a travel mug. When the toxicology report came back, it confirmed my instincts. There were small traces of benzodiazepines in the coffee, enough to keep someone foggy and compliant, but not enough to raise suspicion. I handed Daniel the report. He didn't cry. He didn't scream. He just stared ahead, then quietly said, "She didn't love me. She just loved the money. She thought she was clever. But it wasn't me who exposed her. It was her own special coffee. She packed her bags and vanished before charges were even filed. We found out weeks later she had been cheating on him with a man from her marketing team. The same man she planned to disappear with after draining our family dry. Daniel's heart shattered, but his mind finally cleared. He's healing now. Stronger. Smarter. And I'll always be grateful I never handed over that $100,000. Because sometimes, the only thing stronger than a mother's instinct is her refusal to fund a lie. The house was eerily quiet after Madison left. Daniel stopped drinking coffee altogether, haunted by the realization that each morning he had sipped on betrayal. He moved back into my guest room for a while, just until things settled. Every night, I'd hear him pacing, whispering questions to himself he'd never get real answers to. But silence doesn't mean peace. 2 weeks later, Daniel received a thick envelope in the mail, no return address. Inside were photos, dozens of them. Madison with the same man, always in different locations. Some dates went back a year, well before the business idea was even mentioned. In one photo, she was wearing the same necklace Daniel had gifted her on their anniversary. Only this time, it hung over bare skin while she laid in another man's arms. That same week, we found out she'd already started a shell company overseas, one that was prepped to receive the $100,000 had I given it. She'd used Daniel's name to register some of the paperwork, tying him legally to her mess. If the transfer had gone through, the fallout could have bankrupted him, or worse, landed him in legal trouble for fraud. We worked with a lawyer, a quiet woman named Claire who had once specialized in financial abuse cases. Claire was sharp, direct, and relentless. Within days, she'd unearthed layers of deception Madison had buried behind fake domains, burner emails, and forged receipts. The real twist, Madison hadn't vanished. She was still in town, staying at a luxury condo under her new boyfriend's name, waiting for the funds to clear from another investor. We tipped off the authorities anonymously, using the toxicology report and Claire's findings. She was arrested on charges ranging from attempted poisoning to fraud and identity manipulation. Daniel didn't show up in court. He didn't need to. The facts spoke louder than any testimony ever could. After the sentencing, Daniel finally smiled again. Just a little. The healing had begun. One night, as we sat on the back porch with untouched cups of tea, he looked at me and said, "You saved me. Not just from her, but from who I was becoming with her." That stuck with me. See, love can blind even the sharpest minds. But betrayal, it wakes you up. And sometimes, refusing to say yes is the most powerful gift you can give. Madison once said, "Once his dad hands over the money, we're gone." She was half right. We are gone. Gone from her lies, her manipulation, her poison. And Daniel, he's finally free.